How encouraged were you with the way things kind of wrapped up and seeing some of the youth movement here with this group?
Yeah, it's nice. It's promising. Some of those guys you've heard about the success they've had in college and junior before, and to see some guys come in and with a pretty young lineup in general, and a lot of guys not have a lot of veteran help. It makes it harder, and they were able to succeed with that. So it's promising. And there were some tough environments like the one in Montreal and even in Washington, and playing against teams that are playoff teams that play hard and know how to compete. It showed that guys can compete in this league and prove that they want to belong here for a while.
What's it like for you to be on that blue line with 5 guys that are like 23 or younger? Is that
Yeah.
fun? Is it fun to kind of like be the de facto leader of those guys?
It's fun. It's just funny how like quickly it switched this year, especially because we had a lot of veterans to start the season, and then for it to go that way, you kind of are caught up in the day to day and don't realize it until maybe the day of the game when you see the roster and see it turning so young. So I think it's a little bit exciting to feel the energy that young guys give when they're getting their debuts or even just trying to get a taste for a new team they're playing against, or starstruck by someone that they're getting a matchup against for the first time. So it's exciting to see them go through that in their careers, and it reminds me, I mean, I was in Arizona to start my career. We were similar boat where we were pretty low in the standings, and I was given a lot of opportunity early on. So I was appreciative of that, and understand that these guys definitely appreciate that too.
Yeah, it sounds like you just bringing up the Ovechkin, Crosby, McKinnon corridor that he went through.
Oh yeah,
That's gotta be cool.
Yeah, it was cool. Yeah, it's cool for him. I mean, it's for him. It'd be wild, like to do that just straight from playing college to come into that. It's just unique to go from. We talked about with some of them, you go from one of the worst days of your career is losing out in the college playoffs or whatever they call it to playing one of the best days of your career playing in the NHL against Ovechkin or someone like that. So it's a pretty cool cycle of their career.
How have you stayed optimistic over the years, given the kind of the ups and downs since you've been here? But has that been challenging mentally for you?
Yeah, it's been challenging the last few years. Different stages at different times, different days where they're harder than others. Try to just reframe your mindset. And I think you kind of play games with yourself on different ways of motivating at times in the season. When we're going through struggles, sometimes you got to get almost a little bit selfish in your mind and think about your own game and trying to work on things yourself, and know that if you're able to take care of your game, that it can help the team the better. It's easy to get caught up in the big picture of the team and losing, and sometimes that can make your game spiral worse. So I've learned that over the years here that you do have to take care of how you play and how you compete, and then after that be a good leader and an example if you can be. But yeah, it's been some tough days this year specifically. I feel like the Winter Classic was a really hard one that it just almost still hurts just because of the magnitude of the game, and we got that big platform, and just in general Chicago sports and how we haven't been successful, and you feel that from fans, and it would have been a cool year to be able to give some more optimism, and we missed the boat on some of our performances, so it's hard, and I just hope that the better days are ahead for us.
Foligno talked about the juice that the young guys bring and the excitement coming in late in the year, and how that injected life into the lineup. The challenge now is coming back at the start of next season and getting ready for the grind. Is that something you'll have to talk to some of the young guys about, that what you experienced over 9 to 15 to 20 games is not what you're going to experience?
It's a different ball game. I think it has its different challenges. We're not going to discredit at all these last games, but teams that were playing, you could see it on their faces in the game that they weren't as in tune to it playing against us, knowing that we were way out of the playoffs, and a lot of teams are just trying to stay healthy going into playoffs. So you feel a little bit of that. But the start of the season is a whole different animal. Everyone's starting from a clean slate, and everyone's trying to put their best foot forward. So it'll definitely be a different ballgame for young guys coming in and proving themselves. But with that being said, it's really hard to do what they did. Like I said, coming in at the end of the season, not having time to integrate with the team, and then being thrown to the wolves with a lot of big situations. So for them to be able to go through rookie camps and training camp and exhibition games and systems with the coach to start the year, I think that'll be really helpful for everyone. And it'll be exciting to feel that energy that they'll still have and give, because I imagine it's all so fresh to them still that they'll be able to step in and try to prove themselves and try to take the reins, and it'll be exciting to see which guys really step forward to bring this team to a better level.
What will you do to decompress from the season, and when will you start your off-season regimen?
Usually, I mean, it's pretty similar each year now. We try to just get some family time, go home and see some of my family in Columbus, and we have a 9-month-old now, so prepare for his birthday this summer. It'll be fun. And then just get back into training. I've had a good regimen here with Paulie and Brian Kane, and on ice and off ice, and sit down with them and talk about some goals and get specific again about the off-season training. And I enjoy that time of year, trying to hone in on a specific thing and then try to get some results to fuel difference once the next season starts. So it definitely is a bit of a challenge right after the season, because your mind is still kind of in it and coming in every day routine-wise. So to get back into home life and do more things, the hard jobs at home versus the easy jobs coming to the rink and practicing every day, will be a little bit of adjustment, but really fun part of the year.
Was it tough to see Logan Couture have to retire?
Yeah.
Given that you're dealing with something?
Yeah. It was really hard. I could tell. I talked to him a little bit when he was going through it before, when I was sitting out, and really feel for him and know how much of a struggle and the pain levels and everything that he was going through. So I've really felt for him, and really admirable career that he was able to have, and just hard to see that he had so much more to give and was still at a peak of his career, and unfortunately that hip injury ended up taking him out of it. So feel for him and hope that he's in a good place mentally, having so much time to have to grasp it. And he's just made such an impact there, and he made an impact on me talking to him. I could tell just how good of a guy he was, and humbled and down to earth to be able to try to help guys out with his experiences and his injuries and try to give advice how he can.
Physically, how do you feel?
I feel good. Yeah, I feel good. I missed a chunk in January, but I was able to come back and feel good now. So there's always things to kind of iron out as a start of the off season, but I feel good.